Lorenzo, we use a term called asymmetric war. Like Israel have to follow all the rules of a legitimate war, right? So, and you don't have that on the other side. I mean, it's not just an ideological attack like we have seen on the Olympic Games ceremony. It's also a physical attack against children. That's evil. How can people just close their eyes for something like that? And we are seeing the anti-Semitism growing here in Europe.
Israel's endeavor to defeat the Islamic terror is an existential battle for Israel and for the Jewish people, because Israel is a very little beacon of land in the Middle East, and it is attacked from 4 different directions: 2 internal directions, 2 external threats. The internal ones are naturally Hamas in the Gaza Strip and the terrorist organization in the Transjordan region. The other internal threat is constituted by Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. The other 2 dangers come from the Houthis in Yemen, which are located in the southernmost part of the Arabian Peninsula, and, of course, Iran, the Khamenei regime. The United Nations is doing everything they could to obstacle and to burden Israel. Israel has the legitimate desire to defend its people, and it can't do this due to the mainstream narration which is trying to impose upon the Israeli government a sort of shameful image, and they even make a comparison telling, well, Bibi Netanyahu is not different from Hitler. Anti-Semitism is really experimenting a peak, which is truly dangerous in the contemporary world. I'm bothered by that.
Yeah, Lorenzo, same question for you. Like, how can radical Islam be together with woke, the woke agenda? I mean, how can they be like together? Because for me, it's completely contradictory. I mean, it doesn't make sense. How you see that?
This time I don't agree with you for a very simple reason, because both Islam and woke culture are true expressions of collectivism. They are against private property. They are against individual freedom. They are against self-determination of the individual. So they have more similarities than what it seems apparently. And there is a French word which is interesting in my opinion, because it expresses that meaning against freedom, which is Islamogauchism, the union of far-left extremism with radical Islam. Margaret Thatcher once wisely said that, yes, socialism was decaying, but it was changing its shape in the name of environmentalism, in the name of gender ideology. So Marxism isn't that at all. It's changing its image, it's trying to be persuasive in some ways, but it never died. It never died.
Lorenzo, how would be Kamala Harris dealing with Netanyahu?
If we remember well, her main assessment as Vice President of the United States throughout these last 4 years was to control the southern border with Mexico in order to prevent illegal migration. Did she manage to do that? No. As a consequence, can we say that she would be a great president in foreign policy? Not at all. I think she's utterly unreliable. She even refused to be present when Bibi Netanyahu gave his speech at the American Congress. Many Democrats refused to be there. This is a very important symbolic message. They told, we are not supporting Israel. We are against its government. well, the Jewish people could arrange, but anyways, we want a Palestinian authority. We want a Palestinian state. That is a horrifying message if Kamala Harris wins. The bilateral relationship between the United States of America and Israel could be destroyed. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is an unwavering supporter of the Israeli cause, and his last law as president back in 2020 was the Abraham Accords, which gave an important part towards peace in the Middle East. So I think that we have a clear choice made between a very experienced president, which loves Israel and its people, and a very ambiguous Democratic nominee.